Cool. So for this next example, we're going to be playing GeoGuessr with AI. If you've never played GeoGuessr, it's a lot of fun. Pretty much it drops you into a random location on Google Street View in the world, and you have to quickly try and guess where you are on a random street or a random location. So I thought, given how much I struggle with it, or how good some people online also are with this, how does AI compare? So just a quick look at some of the example images we'll be using. In this case, we have two here. The first one hopefully might be fairly obvious to you. The second one, a little less obvious, but nonetheless, let's see how AI is able to identify places in the world. Not using Google Street View. I know we are using a Google Transformer, but we're using random images from Mapillary, and also telling it, we're not feeding in any of that EXIF information or location information that quite often sits within photos metadata. Jumping into our workspace, this first one here, let's just look at that first image and see where it's able to identify. So that image, I'm sure most of us hopefully were able to recognise it as the Sydney Opera House in Australia. Let's see where it picks up. So in this case, we have to write an involved prompt to feed it. So we're giving it a lot of information, a lot of context, a lot of rules and protocols to follow. But pretty much at the end of the day, what we're wanting out of it is a location and a confidence, and the well-known text as the location, and then for it to provide us some reasoning around why it chose the location as it did, and also maybe some alternative options. So if it was wrong, where's its backup guess? So we extract that JSON, set our coordinate system, and then we can extract that point and find that on our map. So we can see in here, we've got Sydney in Australia. Let's zoom in. So right in the harbour, the Sydney Opera House. So we're really close to the location. And you can see here as well, it was pretty confident. And there's a nice response with alternatives. Maybe Auckland in New Zealand.
Interesting.
Potentially. Not quite sure why. We definitely don't have one in Auckland.
Nice. Okay.
But it was pretty sure it was Australia. And this next one, running the same prompt again. This time we're feeding in a folder full of images. So we've got a range of random locations around the world. Some obvious, like the Sydney Opera House. Some a lot less obvious, like this random bridge could almost be anywhere in the world. Let's see how it does.
This is GeoGuessr, what, super quick, 15 locations. Let's see how long it takes.
GeoGuessr on steroids. So normally you get a minute to guess, I think, in GeoGuessr. In this case, we'll see how it does. Cool, so again, just extracting that JSON and creating our point, this time using a latitude and longitude, so whatever coordinate system or kind of coordinate reference system you want to use, you can use with AI. This time we're going to create a nice HTML map output. So we're going to create a map with the locations of where they actually were versus where AI thinks they were. And then we're using our line builder here to calculate the distance between the two and see how off it was.
Cool.
Our attribute creator here, we're also going to create our GeoGuessr store. So out of 3,000, if you're bang on, you get the full marks, and then decreases further away you are.
So you really have kind of rebuilt the whole of GeoGuessr in an FME workspace here.
Pretty much. So I think potential for a fun FME app maybe soon as well.
Definitely.
Cool. And 1 minute and 7.2 seconds. So 15 guesses in 1 minute. We've got our GeoGuessr map.
Wow.
You can see around the world, none of those lines are very far.
That's scary.
Um,
They're all in the
we
same.
go to
They're all in the right country. In fact, aren't they?
Yeah,
Crikey.
all in the right country. Like this one, what have we got?
So wait, where was this? Was it in Maidstone or was it in Bristol? Oh, actual
The
location.
actual location, Maidstone.
And it thought it was what, on the
And then
M32 in Bristol or something.
thought maybe it was in Bristol.
Oh no, AI thought it was Bristol.
But to be fair, that image of a highway
It's difficult.
could be anywhere.
Yeah.
And it gave itself quite, like, it kind of knew as well. Like in this case, it gave quite a big uncertainty radius and
Yeah.
50 kilometres around it. Versus if we come to this one in London, we've got this little one of Regent's Canal.
Oh yeah.
Which, again, I feel like it knows where it is, but it doesn't give, like, the coordinate system is off more than the guess sometimes.
Oh right. So maybe it actually knows where it is. It just can't explain where it is because the coordinates.
It just can't quite, yeah. So yeah, it's quite interesting, the differences in the guesses.
So I wonder maybe if we just instead of getting the coordinates out, we just got it to explain like the closest address and then just used.
Yeah, so you see here,
Yeah.
location region, like it knows where it is, but it just isn't able to provide that as a coordinate point.
Wow.
It's quite interesting.
Yeah. Very cool. And I guess, yeah, no, really nice and quick example of kind of the power of what's possible with these kind of multimodal models where you're able to pass imagery. And of course, I imagine, well, if you've got more than one image for a location, then there's a very good chance it's going to be even more accurate as well. So yeah, it was a really nice example. Thanks for that, Siobhan. And not to put too much of a pressure on you, but it'd be really cool to have that as an FME app at some point to play around with. It could be a nice way to cheat in a pub quiz as well. Excellent.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.